Alright, let's set the scene. It's 2011. YouTube is still in its Wild West phase, and we're all getting used to this idea of rival videos. Back then, we had rival stars like Rebecca Black with Friday, remember her? Whether we loved it or hated, we all watched it. And of course, PewDiePie was just starting his ascent to YouTube royalty with the Amnesia series, by the way, being a classic series I enjoyed. Then, out of nowhere, a strange and colorful music video drops. Pon Pon Pon. And the artist behind it? Kyary Pamyu Pamyu. Suddenly, this candy-colored, surrealist masterpiece takes over the internet. People are both fascinated and confused. Who was the girl with the big bows and the cartoonish dreamlike visuals? And what was Pon 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 even about? But one thing was for sure, YouTube had never seen anything like it. Today we're diving into the story of Kyary Pamyu Pamyu, her rival success, her rise to fame, the controversies along the way, and where she stands now. Kyary Pamyu Pamyu, born as Kiriko Takamura, I could be butchering that, but I apologize, started her career as a fashion blogger and model in Tokyo's famous Harajuku district. She quickly became a style icon in Japan's unique street fashion scene, known for her experimental outfits, bold makeup, and kawaii, cute aesthetic with an eerie twist. This caught the attention of music producer Yasutaka Nakata, who's also known for his work with Japanese electronic music giants like Perfume. Together they decided to create something truly unforgettable. Then came Pon Pon Pon. Released in 2011, the music video felt like a wild fever dream. Just imagine neon colors, psychedelic visuals, bizarre animations, and a catchy hook that just wouldn't leave your brain. It was cute, chaotic, and downright weird, and YouTube loved it. The video went viral, racking up millions of views. People across the world who may not have known a thing about J-pop or Harajuku fashion, or let alone Japan, were captivated by Kyary's unique style and the video's surrealist visuals. In many ways, Pon 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 marked the beginning of a new era in pop music, where artists could go viral internationally without being tied to traditional norms or even a major label. Kyary Pamyu Pamyu became Japan's unexpected cultural ambassador, and she quickly followed up with more hits, such as Candy Candy and Fashion Monster. But Kyary wasn't just big in Japan. Pon Pon Pon's international success was like a gateway to J-pop for many Western listeners. Her style, her bizarre music videos, and her unapologetically kawaii yet edgy image captured global attention. Even pop culture icons like Katy Perry and Ariana Grande publicly praised her. People were fascinated by a blend of cuteness and darkness, a signature Harajuku aesthetic that Kyary took to the next level. And let's not forget the internet culture of the time. You had people making parodies, reaction videos, and even remixes of Pon Pon Pon. It had become a cultural phenomenon, particularly for younger audiences who experienced Japanese pop culture for the first time. She had this unique ability to appeal to both J-pop fans and people who just wanted something a little different. At the height of her popularity, Kyary was performing internationally, from Paris to LA, becoming a symbol of the quirky creative side of Japanese pop culture. But, as with many pop stars, fame wasn't all smooth sailing for Kyary Pamyu Pamyu. With her quirky and often boundary-pushing style, Kyary faced her share of controversies. One of the more notable scandals involved a young fan who was only 12 years old. And you may have known this was on quite a few articles at the time, but during a meet and greet event, Kyary allegedly made a joking comment that sparked considerable backlash. According to reports, she teased a young fan by saying something along the lines of, "You'll be my boyfriend when you grow up, right?" While the comment might have been intended as a joke or just a lighthearted fun, it quickly raised concerns. Critics argue that such a remark, especially to a minor, was inappropriate, crossing boundaries even in a casual setting. The backlash was swift, with many questioning whether Kyary's humor and playfulness sometimes ventured into uncomfortable territory. The incident sparked debates on social media where some defended her as simply being playful, while others felt that as a public figure she should have been more cautious with her words, particularly around young fans. Although Kyary didn't make a public apology, she seemed to take a step back from similar jokes with fans, suggesting that the criticism may have had some impact. She also faced cultural sensitivity criticism, especially in the music video for, and I'm probably going to butcher this again, Yumeno Hajima Ring Ring. In the video, certain visuals like costumes and set pieces were criticized by viewers who felt they appropriated or misrepresented elements of other cultures. Although Kyary's intent was likely artistic and in line with her signature surreal aesthetic, the incident highlighted the complexities of creating globally accessible content and the importance of cultural awareness. While these incidents didn't derail her career, they highlighted a fine line Kyary walks between playful quirkiness and just being a little edgelord. Fans of her surreal Harajuku-inspired style have come to accept her unique take on pop music and visuals, but these controversies remind us that even the most eccentric stars aren't immune to criticism. As the years went by, Kyary continued to release music. Though her sound and style evolved, songs like Monday Girl and Kimi ni 100% showed a slightly more mature side of her. Although she kept her signature surreal visuals, she explored themes that were a little more introspective, touching on the ups and downs of life and the challenges of growing up. Fans noticed a shift in her music. While the candy-coated whimsical style was still there, Kyary was slowly stepping out of the Harajuku girl box. This evolution was both praised and critiqued. Some fans loved seeing her explore different sides of herself, while others missed the over-the-top weirdness that she brought with Pom Pom Pom. But as with all artists, Kyary was adapting, responding to both her personal growth and the changing landscape of J-pop. Most recently, Kyary Pamyu Pamyu made headlines with the announcement of her pregnancy, a surprise that delighted her fans. In a heartfelt post, she shared the news with her followers, expressing her excitement about this new chapter in her life. This shift marks a huge change for Kyary, who's been in the public eye for just over a decade, and is now moving into a more private, family-focused phase, while still balancing her public persona. Kyary continues to work in the music and fashion world, collaborating with brands and celebrating the 10th anniversary of her debut with concerts and special releases. She's embraced a more subdued, but still unique style that stays true to her roots and reflects a more grown-up version of the iconic Harajuku girl we met years ago. Even if she's not as headline-grabbing as she was in her pom-pom days, Kyary Pamyu Pamyu is still very much an active and beloved figure in Japan's pop culture landscape and continues to make a huge impact and influence on not just J-pop, but the international pop scene as a whole. And myself, as a fan of Kyary Pamyu Pamyu's surrealist and weird pop music, I'm glad to see that she's doing okay and look forward to new music coming out in the next few years.